Showcase Yakima, a partnership of KYVE 47 and the Greater Yakima Chamber of Commerce.
Joining us now in the downtown offices of the Committee for Downtown Yakima, it is the Interim Executive Director, Jamie Lee Stickel. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we had met Matt earlier and found out all the out on the streets that the Committee for Downtown Yakima does. But explain to us, tell us about what it is, what a business improvement district is, and how that affects all the downtown businesses here.
Well, the Committee for Downtown Yakima was formed officially in September of 2008, and for 3 years we'll have a business improvement district. It sunsets in September of 2011, so coming right up now. And we have clean, safe services with the ambassadors that you saw earlier today, and the beautification services that we provide, where we hang baskets and plant flowers. And then we do some promotions like our First Friday program and our Corkage Free Zone, and events as well, like our upcoming summer kickoff party.
All right, and you were talking about some of the things out now. You say that the sunset comes now. What happens at that point? Because I think a lot of us remember how downtown was before you were here.
Right.
What happens at the sunset date?
Well, we're currently working on reauthorizing the business improvement district. So we're asking the property owners and the business owners to continue to buy in to their downtown. You know, if you think of the downtown as your living room, you want to make your living room nice so that when people come or you want to spend time, you have a beautiful place to do it that's safe. And so we're asking the property owners and the business owners to continue to support not just the organization, but their city.
So tell us exactly, what is a business improvement district?
A business improvement district is an area that has been chosen by the city, and basically we provide the services that go above and beyond what the city is able to financially and manually do. So the city does garbage removal, and I know through the YPAL program there is some graffiti removal, but we are able to remove graffiti on a daily basis, and when you remove graffiti, it helps to stop graffiti, or lessen graffiti, I should say.
Sure.
And then we actually also remove garbage. Last year we removed about 250,000 pounds of garbage throughout the downtown area.
And we had talked about this, there's a sunset coming up on it now. A lot of the cities, and Tacoma comes to mind for me, somebody who knew downtown Tacoma quite well before it became a business improvement district. Are there any cities that have seen this go away and seen the effects of losing something like the Committee for Downtown Yakima?
You know, I don't know of any that have lost their business improvement district and had to deal with the effects. Off the top of my head, I'm sure that it's happened. It's really about the community and having property owners and business owners buy in to their storefronts, where they bring their friends, where they take their family for dinner and for shopping. And so, you know, I don't really like to think about what happens if the business improvement district goes away, because then the things that we love about downtown Yakima would go away also.
And we really have seen those improvements. You guys have worked hard on the parks, the different areas. Matt was showing us even the vacant lots that are improved by what you do to give the overall downtown appearance. Tell us about, you also have some awards that you give out for the downtown.
Yeah, we do awards throughout the year that just get business owners and property owners to buy in a little bit further.
Some encouragement.
Right. For example, our clean and safe team, we do all the flower baskets and plant flowers in the planters and troughs throughout the downtown. And, you know, we only have, that money only goes so far. And so by having a contest where business owners and property owners can buy a little extra, you know, hanging baskets or flowers for it in front of their business or property, it has them buy in. It gives a little fun, competitive time. But we are able to make the downtown look even better with just people wanting to participate.
Sure. So tell us a little bit about the area that the Committee for Downtown Yakima covers.
We have 77 blocks that we maintain, and the way that came about is basically the West Side Merchants, the Front Street Association, and then the old downtown, what people would generally think of downtown, came together to decide to have one big business improvement district. So 77 blocks, we split it into 4 quadrants, and we have ambassadors at detail, clean and remove graffiti from those areas Monday through Friday from 8 until about 3,
Okay.
depending on the weather.
Specifically, then when you talk about the downtown, Was there a reason to include like some of the historical buildings in the downtown area? I mean, to make that your zone in your area,
right.
like that?
Well, you know, we want to take care of the things that are the gems of downtown. And if you think about some of the great buildings that we have, the Great Western Building, the Capitol Theater, Larson Building, and then some of the areas, you know, we have all of the antique malls on the west side of Yakima Avenue, and then we've also got Front Street. You know, taking care of those you know, gems that have been around for years and years and years. And so in the future, you know, we want to make downtown Yakima clean and safe and continue to cherish the gems and the historical buildings and areas throughout the downtown, and so that our children and children's children can still love what we love.
Speaking of that, downtown, now there are places to have retail shops, obviously shopping areas, and there are places to live. Tell us a little bit about, that's another service that you provide, is to let people from out of town or people that are in town know where they could set up a business or where they possibly could set up house.
Part of the promotion that we do is not just promotional events, but actually promoting the vacancies, if there are some, which ours are filling up very fast, which is really nice to see, and promoting living downtown. You know, it's great to have downtown living. If you go to places like Seattle and Portland, that's where a big majority of the population is.
You've seen a lot of cities with things like the lofts, put in a lot of loft apartments and things like that.
Exactly. So it's just a nice way for us to be able to promote the great things that we have downtown. Living in downtown Yakima used to be just something that people would think about doing or you know, would dream about doing, but now it's actually becoming a reality, and it's great. It's great to promote that.
Yeah, and it seems like the shopping is improving all the time too.
Yeah, we have some really great shops down here, for things for kids, things for adults, clothing. So it's really nice to be able to, you know, when you bring outsiders into Yakima, especially people who haven't been here, they're really impressed with what we have and the things that we have to offer.
And speaking of that, not only shopping downtown, living downtown, but one of the great things that we do downtown is First Fridays. And tell us, you know, how did First Fridays get going? Basically what that means if somebody was going to come down and enjoy it.
Right. First Fridays, there are lots of cities that do similar promotions. We ask that the businesses stay open a little later on the first Friday of every month and do something special. For example, the Second Street Grill has a DJ that comes in at 10, and it's standing room only pretty much when you get there because there's so packed, and most people don't think about dancing at the Second Street Grill. We have businesses stay open and offer discounts on their services or what you can buy there, their merchandise. There's retail specials, drink specials, live music. It's just a really great, fun event, and a lot of our businesses say it's their best event of the month.
Now I see that Corkage Zones have become, is it legal now? Is that the term in the state of Washington?
I guess that would be what the terminology is. Basically, restaurants, not just in our downtown, but across the nation, if you bring a bottle of wine in from a winery or that you've purchased at a store, they will uncork the wine for you, but they charge you a fee. And that can go anywhere from $7 to $20 in downtown Yakima. And Jar Can, owner of Santiago's, is the one who actually started this. And he said, if you buy wine at a downtown winery and you bring it into my store that same day and show the receipt, I'll uncork it for you, and I'm going to waive the fee. And so he and I worked together and walked throughout the downtown, and we talked to all of the businesses, or all the restaurants rather, and see if they wanted to get on board. And then the Liquor Control Board had a little bit of an issue with that, and so Jar and Catherine, who's the general manager of Cana Winery, went to Olympia, and they said, this is a promotion we want to do, this is something we believe in, businesses working together, and they found a way to make it work, and it's wonderful.
And it was signed into law, I think, last month by Governor Gregoire.
Yes. It's really great to see two businesses or several businesses working together that just to promote downtown and promote bringing people in and promote business. It's great.
Well, the Committee for Downtown Yakima involved in a lot of cleanup downtown, but you also have some humanitarian efforts too that you provide for the folks that are downtown.
We work with different organizations throughout the valley to make sure that we're not just pushing homeless people or panhandlers out of the downtown, but that we get them into programs that help them out and help maybe give them shelter, maybe if there's a drug issue. And we actually received some information from the Yakima Police Department that said that Part 1 crimes, which are felonies and major crimes in downtown Yakima between 2005, which is the year that we started, and 2010, last year, is actually down 35%.
Well, those are some great numbers, and I think that that breaks some of the stereotypes that people may have about Yakima and downtown Yakima.
Exactly. It's really nice to know that maybe that's not all of our work, but that when we are on a day-to-day basis consistently removing graffiti, picking up trash, helping with homeless outreach, that we are making downtown Yakima better and safer, not just cleaner and more beautiful.
So tell us, how can people find out more information about the Committee for Downtown Yakima?
Well, we do have a website, which is www.downtownyakima.com, or they can call and talk to me. And the phone number here is 509-225-2485. Or if you're downtown, you stop one of our ambassadors, stop into our office. We're right across from City Hall, and chat with us then.
Well, now you and your committee are doing a lot, and you're Clean and Safe, the award-winning, as I've said,
yes.
Clean and Safe ambassadors. How can people help if they would like to?
We do take donations, although we're not a donations-driven organization. And then we also we have various programs that we put on that we could use volunteers for, events, and just promotional, handing out flyers or information throughout the downtown. And then we're working on renewing our funding. And so it's helpful if you love downtown, you love the services that we provide, to go to your favorite business or your favorite property owner and say, hey, we can't let this go away. We have to keep.
Right. We've noticed what you've done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just having pride in your downtown. If you see a piece of trash, which is probably very rare, pick it up, throw it in the garbage. Love your downtown. Talk proudly of it, which sometimes I think we get too much on what we don't have, and we don't look at what we really have. We've got a lot.
Well, we just want to say thank you today for giving us more knowledge about the Committee for Downtown Yakima, what you do, and how busy your Clean and Safe ambassadors are. And once again, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Showcase Yakima, a partnership of KYVE 47 and the Greater Yakima Chamber of Commerce. Underwritten in part by Thorner, Kennedy & Gano, meeting the legal needs of the Yakima Valley since 1976. And by Argus Insurance, helping you today to secure your tomorrow. And by Yakima Valley Regional Medical and Cardiac Center, home of the 15-minute ER guarantee. And by Central Valley Bank, large enough to serve, small enough to care. And by Treetop, 50 years of growing good. And by Fitterer's Furniture, quality furniture since 1896.